Hi guys, Steve Bannister here with Good Karma Coffee. So, what makes a strong cup of coffee? Well, interesting, when you think about coffee, and it's been roasted for so long now, uh, historically, coffee's been roasted really on the dark side. Before they really knew anything about roasting, it's been dark. And so anyone who thinks coffee, there's two big things that pop up. One is the aroma, the other one is the body. Believe it or not, body's not even a flavor. It's just a sort of a mouth feel. So even now, companies such as Tim's and McDonald's, and you can go on, the list goes on, even now they realize that they're looking for people to come in. If they're selling coffee, they want to smell it, get that real strong aroma and that body. Because they know that most people are going to put cream, sugar, milk in it, and cream, sugar, milk go nice with a full body cup of coffee. Just think of espresso, lattes, cappuccinos, and the list goes on. So I have a lot of people that ask, Steve, do you make strong coffee? And I'm thinking, well, what does that really mean? And I think it in two ways, I guess. Strong coffee can be how you actually brew it. Like if you put more coffee than water than usual in your coffee brewer, then you're going to get a stronger coffee. You're going to get a stronger aroma and you're going to get a stronger body. Just think about espresso. Small amount of coffee and a lot of hot water that's forced through it. But that's not the full picture, because there are certain types of beans, and this is happening now with what's called third wave coffee. Third wave, basically, it happened back in Starbucks, well, sort of happened around then, is when roasters are taking the coffee and they're not roasting it to that real dark black level. They're roasting a little lighter and a little lighter. Now, Tim's and McDonald's don't necessarily latch onto that, because roasting it dark is far easier, and it's cheaper too, because a darker roasted coffee, you don't really have to worry about paying a little more for the bean, because once you go down that road, a lot of the beans are going to get that coffee flavor, that coffee aroma. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I've got my gorgeous Ethiopian here, right? I don't know if you can see that. So that was washed, and it's a very high scoring. I would never ever roast this dark, because if I did, you're not going to get the same body and aroma out of it. I roast this light simply because you'll get a lot of different light and bright flavors. It's a different way to go. On the other side, I have my Sumatra from Indonesia, and most times I'll always roast this on the darker side. Now I say darker side because I don't necessarily like to go too dark. This will give you that full body earthy flavor. They have a few nuances in their processing, by the way. This is wet hulled. Indonesia is a very wet country, and this is a wet processing too, but the drying process for this, once you go through it, is not the same as this. This is a little different, a little more denser bean. So if you want to have strong coffee, a couple ways to look at it. One is to simply brew more coffee and less water. That'll give you a stronger cup. But making sure that you either have a blend that has some Sumatra in it, usually most blends do, or if you're going to single origin, one country, then make sure you think of something like in Indonesia, Sumatra, or also Indian monsoon. All right? Strong cup of coffee. Different ways to look at it, different ways to think about it. Well, that's it for now. Cheers.